is find the area of a rectangle using the half-inch square tiles. So now I'm going to do the same thing, but instead of using my inch square tiles, I'm going to use my half-inch square tiles. But I'm looking at these, and these are really tiny, so I'm wondering if there's a different way that I might be able to figure this out, because I already struggled a little bit putting down those inch square tiles, but how long would it take me if I had to place all of these down? So I'm wondering if we can use our knowledge of multiplication and what we know about arrays to figure out a different way to solve this problem besides me putting every single little tile down, okay? So let's figure this out. So, area, and I'm going to think of this as being my kitchen floor. And I need to figure out how many tiles I need to cover my entire kitchen floor that I want to remodel. Okay, that would be my area because it's the entire surface. So, I'm going to estimate. So, let's see here. I'm going to see, well, if I know, I think I'm just going to do one row across for my estimation. 2, 3, 4, and you guys do this with me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there's 10 across, and about how many do you think are down? If there are 10 across, and if we look at this, and I know they're about this side, how many do you think are down? I'm gonna make a guess of like 8. Okay, so if that's 10 by 8, 10 rows, or sorry, 8 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of 10. 8 rows of 10. Oh my gosh, boys and girls, you know what we always do when we see that in an array. We know that that is multiplication. 8 times 10, because we're adding 10 plus 10 plus 10 8 times. Well, we know that 8 times 10 is 80, and since we're working with half inches, okay, we would say, well, we can just say square units for right now. But you can also say half-inch squared, okay? But goodness gracious, I don't know if I'm right, but I know that I can figure out my columns now. So if I have 10, let's see if I was right or wrong. I'm going to actually do it. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I was incorrect. That's okay. I have 10, let's see, by 6. So 6 rows of 10. That's 6 times 10 is equal to 60 square units. Okay. So did you see? I didn't have to put every single tile down. I just needed to find how many of my half-inch square tiles were in each row and how many were in each column, because I know that if I'm making an array here, if I have 10 by 6, that I can multiply those. I can use my multiplication strategies in order to find my area. So that'll be interesting, because I wonder if there's some kind of formula that we can use later, okay? I also know, I want to look at this really quick. Okay, let's see. Oh, 60 square units. That's interesting. Okay, perfect. All right, so now you guys are going to go ahead and you're going to find the area of the rectangle using 1-inch tiles. Okay, this is your structure guided practice. So what you need to do is find your 1-inch square tiles that you've cut out, okay? And I want you to estimate, which means you are not going to put all your tiles down yet. I want you to make an estimate, an approximated guess based off of what you know, what it looks like, okay? And then you're going to find your area after. So once again, the 2 ways that you can do that are by placing each tile down and seeing how many tiles cover your entire surface, or you can figure out, like we just did in the previous problem, what your row is, how many rows you have, by your number of columns to find the area. Oops. Now don't forget that whatever your area is needs to be a square unit. And in this case, it would be inches squared. Okay? So you're going to do that for your square inches, and then you're going to do that for your half-inch tiles. And I recommend using our second strategy for your half-inch tiles because that would be a lot putting down those little tiles. Is there a different way that you can do that in order to find the answer based on what we know? Okay? So if you have any questions, you know that you can find me at 10 a.m. in our morning meeting during my office hours. All right, keep up the good work.